So we have here our main bearings. So one of these is not like the others. This is a thrust bearing. So we're just gonna put that guy in with the notch out in the right spot. And then try to use it once to do something. As I drop it. You ever dropped a crank?
No.
What do you think will happen?
I know.
We find out in another episode. For sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if this motor will see meth, but it might. You never know.
Like this motor right here?
Yeah. It's a fucking sharp motor right here. Well, that's good motor right there. Alright. So that's a long bolt that goes in the long hole. Another one. Put some down at the bottom. You always got to lube up by the head. Another one. This is the last long bolt. So this is probably the last one you guys are going to see me put in, because you really don't need to watch me put in 14 bolts. Okay guys, so I want to show you kind of also cleaning up the pistons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piston that looks like this. I already scraped a little bit of the carbon off, so it's pretty nasty still, and I'll show you one that's a little bit worse off. So we're going to take a piston that looks like this with carbon buildup all around the ringlands and around the dome, and we're going to clean it up till it looks like something like this. We're also going to clean out in the ring grooves. So if you clean out in the ring grooves, you have less chance of the ring sticking. And these actually have some kind of carbon and whatnot in there. So we'll just take the piston, and I already been soaking pistons in, so it's a little dirty, but this is just paint thinner. You could also use like a brake cleaner. You just take the piston, set it in there. We'll let it sit for 30 seconds or more. Then when we take it out, I just take Scotch-Brite and what I'll do is I'll actually just scuff it up with the Scotch-Brite, and most of it comes right off. So, it comes right off. But then for inside the ring lands, you have to get creative. I use a razor blade and just kind of scrape it out real quick. There you go. Comes off just like that. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to use piston, but we do want it to, be in as good a shape as we can. So. Alright guys, so we are going to install some pistons here. So this is piston 1. We're going to try and drop it in piston 1 hole and hope for the best. So just make sure that the ring compressor is nice and tight. And then it should slide in nice and easy. That's sketchy. I think that's the key, is like you have to make sure this thing sits perfectly flat, and then like
it is.
If I was Julius right now, I'd be telling you some story about how this is relatable to something that happened 20 years ago.
This is fairly relatable to a lot of things that happened 20-something years ago, actually.
20? Are you that old?
No, I'm not that old, actually.
I don't expect these pistons to last very long. I don't know if I want to say that in video, but I'm kind of just... Do I just do one solid blow?
I'm scared. Hey, it worked.
Okay. I guess that's the way to do it. Ready? I'm gonna cross my fingers here. Boom. Yep. Oh, shoot. There we go. Ready? 1, 2. Boom. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna send a rod. Probably. Kind of got that suspicious feeling like this thing's begging to be beaten. I guess like 1200 horse plus nitrous like is just a lot for a stock motor, you know. Boom. Okay guys, I just wanted to take a second to show you guys how to install the rod caps because this is really important. The tang on the rod cap needs to be on the same side as the tang on the rod. This is done because when they drill it, that's how they drill it, and the two hemispheres could be offset a little bit if you do it the other way. They are not perfectly symmetrical. So again, tang on the same size tang, put the cap on, and then you're just gonna put your nuts on. I learned my lesson about tang to tang. Spins nice. There we go, that's that. We'll just leave them at that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay guys, so that wraps up our short block assembly. We installed the crank, we torqued the main caps down, make sure that the 1, 11, and 12 in the torque sequence have the longer bolts. These are the ones I have my fingers on right now. You can see the girdle actually sticks up a little bit higher on those bolts. Also make sure on the rod caps, the tang is on the same side as the rod itself. That is very important if you want the engine to spin freely like this. So that guy should spin pretty easily. And so that's really it though. I hope this was informative, and I hope you stay tuned to the rest of our RB build. After we're done with this, we're going to do the oil pan, so that includes the rear main seal and the blanked oil pump. Then we are going to flip it over, put the head on, and start dressing the engine. So I hope you stay tuned, and let's get this engine together. Let's get 1BADRB back on the track where it belongs. And that's it for now, so stay tuned guys.